Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing the last of the tag videos, and this one is called Assumptions People Have About Me, and I was tagged by the wonderful Madam M.M Styleicon, so thank you so much, and I will of course link her channel to this video. So let's get started. To be honest, when I was first tagged to do this video, I wasn't really sure what kind of response I would get. So I just put a post on my Instagram and I was really overwhelmed by all the wonderful comments that people wrote. So thank you so much to everybody who commented and wrote such lovely messages to me. So I'm just going to read off my Instagram post. So the first person was Me Likey 2. Hello Yvette, and she wrote, "You are a really good saver." Yes, I'd like to think so too, and after all, you know, I am Chinese, so it's pretty much in my DNA to like to barter. And I think, you know, most of the time it really is just the thrill of the hunt, and there's really nothing I like more than finding something that I really want to buy but at a really great discounted price. So definitely I'm with you there. And you know, for me it just makes perfect sense that, you know, for the money that I save I can actually put towards something else that I want to purchase. So definitely I love shopping during the sale time, shopping at outlet stores, and or even on the pre-loved market. So yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. And next one, Ting Yung Love. Hi Diana. And she wrote, "You're a friendly, humble person." Thank you so much, that's really sweet. "Doing great on mix and match your luxury collections. Great mentor, I just guess, because you mentioned sometimes you did public speaking to motivate people. And you're a great mum and wife." Thank you so much. You know, for me, I think it's very important to stay humble, because no matter how good or great you are, there's always someone better than you. So I think it's really important to remain humble, to always have a thirst for knowledge, to never stop learning. And, you know, in terms of being a great mentor, you know, I can only try my best. Obviously, it is part of my job to mentor people in the property industry. I coach people in property investment. So part of my work does involve a lot of public speaking. So definitely you are right there. And doing great on mix and match your luxury collections. I do try, thank you very much. And I do think that, you know, within my luxury collection there is a good mixture of things that I have purchased at full retail, but also things that I have purchased either at the outlet stores or pre-loved markets. So definitely a good mix there. And being a great mom and wife, thank you very much. You know, I can only try my best, but you know, sometimes it is very hard, especially as a working mom, to juggle everything. And more often than not, you know, I just find myself running around like a headless chicken most of the time. But you know, like I said, I can only try my best. But thank you so much, Diana, for lovely comments. Thank you. Then Le Petite 8 wrote, "I think you're one very organized with your things." Thank you. I think I am pretty organized with most things, and I have to admit I do have slight OCD with certain things, like for example, I have a dishwasher but I don't use it. I prefer to wash dishes by hand because I'm really old school that way. And so I have one of those, you know, dish racks or drying racks. And when I wash, I have to make sure that all the smallest plates or bowls go at the front, and then I have to line them all up in size. So that's how they have to be for me. And whereas my husband, when he washes, he literally just piles them all on. And when I see that, I'm like, oh, it just really, smoke coming out of my head. So in that way, yes, I do have some OCD, but in other areas, you know, sometimes in my head I'm really organized, but in reality sometimes it's just more like an organized mess. So in that pile of mess, I kind of know where everything is. So I guess, yeah, you can call it an organized mess. So for example, you know, like in my wardrobe, I know it is desperately in need of a major overhaul because I've got all these different clothes all kind of crammed in together. And, you know, some people, they have all their trousers section, shirts, sweaters, sports. And for me, it kind of starts out that way. And then somehow, as the days and the weeks go by, everything just gets mixed together. But I'm still able to find what I need to wear. It's just I don't have the time to sit and organize everything. So I just kind of pretend that it's okay. So I guess I can be a little bit extreme. You know, I can be really OCD in one thing and not so much in others. So anyway, number 2, she wrote health conscious. I think generally, yes, you know, I'm trying to get active. Again, I'm not very much a gym person. I'm not a gym person at all. And I don't really do that much exercise apart from just, you know, doing my morning walks now and some Tai Chi. But I think in terms of eating, I do try to eat healthily. I eat a good balanced diet in terms of vegetables and meat. I eat a lot of fish, although I still eat a lot of well, red meat. I know it's not that great, but I do love a good steak and I love a good juicy burger, but I eat a lot of fruit as well. And so I think for me, everything in moderation. But of course, I know you guys know that I like my savory snacks, so I do love crisps, or in the US you call them chips. In the UK we call them crisps, so I do love crisps. And of course my nuts. So I do love, you know, pistachios and cashew nuts and well, all sorts of nuts really, but those two are my favorites. So yeah, I, you know, try to be as healthy as possible. Number 3, loves pink. I do like pink, but I wouldn't say I love it. I don't think I have that many pink items, to be honest. Probably in terms of my clothes, I can only think of maybe, I've got sort of different shades of pink, but probably a handful of pink stuff. Bags, I don't have any pink bags, not that I can think of. So my favorite color is actually yellow. I love all things yellow, especially yellow tulips. I just find when I look at the color yellow, it just makes me really happy. I think it's a very bright and happy color, so it does lift my spirit, especially when I see yellow tulips. That just makes me so happy. I love red, so I do, especially handbags. I love red, and anything that's got like a pop of red, I just really love. So red and yellow are definitely my favorite colors. So thank you, Lee. You got 2 out of 3 correct there. And Sue and Leo, she wrote 1, you love food. That's why we chose to get you mooncake over any other gifts. Yes, I do remember those mooncakes and they were delicious. And you're absolutely right. I love food, all foods. And, you know, I love all different types of cuisines. I have an obsession with cooking competitions. Those who know me knows that I watch every MasterChef program going. You know, the US version, the UK version, the professional, the juniors, the Australian version. And then I've got my kitchen rules as well, UK and Australian. Then I've got all the bake-offs and yeah, so I'm sort of obsessed in that way. But definitely I love eating good food. I'm very blessed that my husband is a fantastic cook. I do like to cook as well. When I'm in the mood and when I've got the time and the energy to do it, then I do love to cook as well. I do find that it's quite relaxing as well. So yes, spot on there. Number 2, you are Asian tiger mum, strict but nurturing. This is from Sean. She said that's her partner. I think I used to be a tiger mum, not, well, in terms of teaching my eldest piano, because I guess music was always such a huge part of my life. So whenever I taught him piano, I would get really frustrated and quite angry. And funnily enough, that's pretty much the same with most of my musician friends as well. But I realized that it was quite damaging to my relationship with Isaac. So, you know, after a while, I really realized that I had to just relax and chill, you know, and just step back. So now I pretty much just leave him to practice on his own, and once a week I just give him some pointers, and things are so much better that way. In terms of his schoolwork, you know, as long as he finishes all his tasks and his schoolwork and he tries his best, that's all I can ask of him. I don't expect him to be in the top set for everything. You know, I don't want him to put that pressure on him, because I was never that academic myself. So it's not that the kind of pressure that I would want to put on him. And certainly I would never be the kind of mum that would say, oh, I expect you to be a doctor or a lawyer or this and that. You know, I don't have any expectations like that at all. He can pretty much be whatever he wants to be, as long as it's his true passion and he tries his best to do it. Then that's all I can ask. So I think, yes, I'm definitely strict, and I try to be as nurturing as I can in that respect. So I am definitely a disciplinarian. I do not take any BS from my kids. They know that if they do something wrong, they'll get punished, because I think it's really important to set rules and boundaries. I'm not one of those mums who are kind of best buddies with their kids, because I do believe that as a parent, I need to parent and definitely, you know, make sure that they understand the rules and the boundaries. So yeah, I'm definitely strict in that way. Number 3, you are not bothered to claim to have many friends, but you keep a few good ones close to your heart. And yeah, I think you're very right there. I'm very thankful and very blessed to know a lot of people, especially my newfound YouTube friends. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you all. But I think in terms of close personal friends, I only do have a very few. And even though they are people that I don't see regularly, some even maybe only once or twice a year, but you know, we sort of WhatsApp message each other now and again, and when we do see each other in person, it's like, you know, we've never been apart. So that's really, really nice. Yeah, so thank you, Sue-Wen. That's really, really sweet of you. And then Raza Rashida, I think you are a very conscientious person, a brilliant mother, loves nice things, and your cheeky chuckle says you have a cheeky sense of humor. Thank you, Rashida. In terms of being a conscientious person, I do think that it's very important to treat people the way you want to be treated, and that's always been my motto. So, you know, I do try very hard to be considerate as well. In terms of being a brilliant mother, you know, believe me, there are times when I will just tear my hair out. But, you know, I of course, you know, try my best. Loves nice things. Yes, who doesn't? And cheeky sense of humor. Yes, I think I do have that. So thank you so much, Rashida. That's really, really sweet of you. And then Diamond2872. Hello, Pam. She said, you have great taste and style in clothes. Thank you. And you're always on point with fashion. Oh, that really means a lot. Thank you so much. I mean, I've always been interested in fashion, but I wouldn't say that I'm somebody who is obsessed with fashion. You know, I'm not someone who sort of reads through fashion magazines or constantly, you know, watching fashion videos or anything like that. Yes, of course, I'd like to know sort of what the trends are, etc. But for me, I know what I like, and I know sort of what I'm comfortable wearing. So I just tend to stick to what I know, and stick to sort of very classic looks that I know won't really go out of style, or just, you know, pieces that can mix and match. So yeah, I just stick to sort of the classic and the basics. So, but yeah, thank you so much, and it really means a lot as well, because I think you are one of the most stylish ladies that I know. So thank you for this huge compliment, Pam. And then from Cadell Official, hi Cadell, or I should say Katie, I guess. She wrote, family quality time is very important to you. Absolutely. And, you know, because a lot of the times I do work quite late, so it's important for me to always try to find time during the day to spend with my boys. And, you know, especially just seeing how quickly they grow. You know, children grow so fast. And my eldest, Isaac, he's just turned 13, and seeing him now, he's such a big boy. And in my head, you know, he'll always be the chubby little boy, and but now he's just a big lad, and so for me, I just want to cherish every moment that I do have with them. So definitely it's very important. And then she wrote, you love spicy food. I do indeed. I love especially curry. I really love that. And my husband makes an amazing Malaysian curry. It's, yeah, but not so spicy to the point where it just numbs all senses and I can't taste anything. But definitely I do like a good curry, and I love Thai cuisine, so and Indian food, of course, so yes. And then she wrote, finding a cozy corner or window table at a restaurant is very important to you. Not so much actually. Yeah, I mean, having a nice cozy table, of course, is always nice, because I do like my space. But when I go to a restaurant, believe me, the food is everything. If the food is not good, I don't care how nice the table is, then I won't be happy. So definitely it's the food that matters when I'm at a restaurant. And then she wrote, you really don't like unreliability. Absolutely, I agree. I do not like unreliability and people who are untrustworthy and unreliable. Because for me, I think whether it's in your personal life or in business, if you have proven yourself to be unreliable, then people just will not want to associate or do business with you. And so for me, it's really important that if you say you're going to do something, then you have to do it. It's as simple as that. And if I know that I'm not going to be able to put in 100% effort into doing something, then I would rather say no than to agree to do something and not be able to do it to the best of my ability. So that's just me. So definitely you are spot on there. And then she goes on to write, you love structured bags which keep their shape. Yes, I do. I definitely do like structured bags, but I think in my collection I do have a mixture of both structured bags and sort of soft totes and softer, more flexible bags as well. She wrote, you enjoy watching crime mysteries. I definitely do indeed. I watch a lot of crime thrillers, courtroom dramas, and also medical dramas. I'm also a bit of a sci-fi geek as well, in case you didn't know. And more recently, I've just started sort of really getting into zombie apocalypse, which is, I don't know why, but I started watching it and I just really got into it. But yeah, in terms of sci-fi, I love Westworld, and yeah, and the sort of futuristic things, you know, like The Handmaid's Tale, I've been really getting into. So yes, yeah, I think you're definitely right there. And then she wrote, you don't enjoy watching superhero movies. I'm afraid you've got that one wrong. Because I am a huge superhero fan. I have watched every single Marvel and DC movie that's ever been filmed. And yeah, I do watch sort of some Japanese anime as well. But I think I know why you said that, because I once put up an Instagram post where I was at the cinema with my boys and we were going to watch the Dragon Ball Z movie, and I commented that, oh great, now while my boys are watching the movie I can take a nap. Except it didn't turn out that way, of course. I ended up watching the movie. But that's not to say I don't like superhero. It's just that I'm not a huge Dragon Ball fan, because I think there's just a little bit too much screaming and shouting. But I do love, yeah, my Marvel and DC superheroes. Wonder Woman, definitely. Captain Marvel, amazing. Aquaman, yes please. And more recently, Shazam, I absolutely loved. And of course I love Superman and Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. So yeah, I'm afraid you got that wrong, Katie. And then she wrote, you used to hate cilantro, coriander, but nowadays you love it. Yeah, I think you're kind of right there. I wouldn't say that I hated it, but it just wasn't something that I particularly loved, but I didn't mind it. And of course, in Chinese cooking, we use a lot of coriander, especially when it's, you know, steaming fish, or we'll put it in a broth. But now, you know, I will eat it. I wouldn't say I love it, but I don't mind it at all. And then she wrote, you are a super stylish and really cool mom, honest and caring friend, and super personable YouTuber. That is so kind of you and so very, very sweet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I absolutely love your videos, so keep them coming. HB Love 5, hello Maureen. She said, I assume you are very good and successful at your job. I know you are a good mom and good person. Thank you so much. You know, to be honest, it was very difficult to have a change of career sort of late in life, because I've only just been doing my present job as a property mentor and an investor for sort of around about 13, 14 years. So it's not been that long, but previously I was a concert pianist for many years. So when I changed my career, I literally had to start right from the bottom and work my way up through the years. So it was not easy at all. But I'm very, very thankful to my brother Vincent, who gave me a lot of opportunities. He taught me everything I know about this industry. And yeah, so I'm very, very grateful for that. And in terms of being a good mom and good person, well, you know, I thank you. And I can only try my best. And of course, you know, there are moments when I feel like a complete failure. And I know that sometimes I'm very hard on myself as well. But then, you know, I look at my boys and they are both healthy and happy. And I guess, you know, I've done all right. You know, I think they turned out okay. So I guess maybe I do need to give myself a little bit more credit. But thank you very, very much. Yeah, I really appreciate it. And then you, Eric Pike, wrote, nice. Well, thank you very much. I do try to be a nice person. So that's my Instagram. And then my friend Yavor wrote on my Facebook. This is from Yavor Rangalov. He wrote, most of the time when people meet other people, they are making an assumption based on the look. Sometimes their new formed opinion is correct and sometimes it's not. In Bulgaria, he's Bulgarian, we have a saying, people meet you by the look and send you away by the brain. When people meet you for the first time, they see a small, cute little lady, always with a smile on her face. What they actually don't know about you is your enormous heart, your willingness to help everyone all the time, regardless of day and night, the satisfaction you get from making people happy, the sadness when someone is hurt. And despite that, so many people are looking for your help and you never get tired of helping. Your readiness to react fast and solve problems in critical situations is enviable. Thanks for being my friend. Honestly, when I read that, it brought tears to my eyes. I cannot believe that, you know, I would have that kind of effect on anybody. You know, I just do what I do every day and I don't really think about it too much. But to think that I might play a small part in helping to make somebody's life a little bit easier or better, or you know, just showing some kindness which makes a difference to somebody's life, to think that it's really, it means a lot to me, and I'm speechless, you know. Really, Yavo, if you're watching, I just want you to know that you are one of the best people I have ever met in my life. You have such a big heart of gold, and for you to be my friend is my privilege and my honor, and I just want to thank you so much as well. So wow, it's yeah, this has been such a fun video to do, and quite emotional for me as well. And I just want to thank you so much to everybody who commented either on my Instagram and Facebook. It really is means a lot. And yeah, also this tag is open to everybody, so if you want to do this tag, then please do film, because I think it's a great way of getting to know each other as well. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, please give me a like. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to see what else I get up to. So until next time, take care and don't forget to smile. Bye-bye.